Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to another round of Le Mans Ultimate here at Lightning Speed Racing. It is going to be a blast here today. We have the 2.4 hours of Le Mans here today. So 2.4 hours, or about 2 hours and 25 minutes around this very historic venue. Before even World War I happened, this and his teammate in the number 20 BMW WRT. Mark Santos in the number 36 Alpine. And then we have Antonio Mendoza, who is in the number 2 Cadillac. And then we have Daniel Krebs in the number 5 Porsche Penske Motorsport 963. And then Marco Pavona in the number 8 Toyota. And then we have Jacob Kuban, who is in the Cadillac number 3 Motorsports. So let's go ahead and take a look at how everything else is going to play out. We have a bit of a technical issue. Okay, there it goes. A little bit of a tech delay there as we see a big slide there from Lucas. Or sorry, that is, we got him. He did a massive slide just like his Formula Drift counterpart. Then we have Nico Perez, who is in the number 155. Then we have Nico Perez, who is in the number 155 Ferrari. William Stickley in Ferrari. William Stickley in the number 66 Ferrari, and the number 66 Ferrari, and then Philip Smolka, who is in the number 46 BMW. Also forgot to mention, it didn't pop up on my timing stream for whatever reason initially, but we also have Jonah DeLucia in the number 35 Alpine. We did join a bit late into the qualifying session. I do apologize for that. During the OBS preview, the screen would freeze entirely for a little bit. So, ran through some settings. So the graphics won't be as good as they have been in previous times, but it is a slight change that was made for just so we can have a functioning stream. Connection may drop a bit here and there. I do apologize for that, but we will work with what we got here today. Hopefully everything is still manageable, and hopefully we don't have nearly as many issues as we had last week. So here we go. So we do have we do have a few new drivers that just joined in. Antoine Ponset in the number 51 Ferrari. Actually, I think he's been in here for a while. I think it's just my timing table just is taking a bit of time to wake up. I know in some parts of the world it is pretty early, or some parts pretty late in the evening, wherever you guys may be watching. So thank you guys so much for popping in. So 5 more minutes left of qualifying, and this is a long track, so it's 10 minutes of qualifying here. We did miss quite a bit of the qualifying due to some tech issues before the stream happened. We're going to go ahead and do a quick on-board lap with the winner of the 2023 and 2024 24 Hours of Le Mans. At least in the real world, we'll take a look at the Ferrari. This time it's the number 51 Ferrari of Antoine Ponset, and we will be right back. Alright, so we've been on board a little bit with this number 51 Ferrari. Um, yeah, as he runs down the Mulsanne straight. Now he's going to go ahead into some of the corners preceding that. So it's going to be a really interesting race here today. Once again, I do apologize if some stuff isn't up to the par of normal. Some settings did have to be adjusted. And there were a few tech issues that happened a little bit before stream happened. So the stream did get delayed quite a bit. So hopefully everything still plays out as intended. We're still going to stay on board here, but it won't be a full ASMR lap. We will do those throughout the race, but once again, my name is Patrick Holman, aka ReckusGG, and I will be your host and commentator for today here at LSR's Le Mans Ultimate. 2.4 hours of Le Mans is the biggest points paying race of the entirety of the season. So 2.5 times or double points for everybody here today. So this is a race that could make or break championships. So I mean, everybody's gonna really try to go ahead and do all that they can to go ahead and to increase their lead or try to gain a new lead. So today is gonna be exceptional. Hope you guys enjoy, and we do appreciate for those of you who are going to be here today instead of watching the Miami Formula 1 Sprint. I know that is going on as well. For those of you who decided to hang out with us instead of Formula 1, we really do appreciate it. I know it's quite the exciting prospect of having an 18-year-old on pole position for the Miami Sprint race, but once again, we are so glad that you guys have decided to hang out with us here today. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Qualifying's down to the final minute. There's still quite a few cars who have yet to set a lap. And while we're riding on board with the number 2 Cadillac, we're going to go ahead and just, as he exits the Mulsanne straight, going to go ahead and read some championship statistics for you guys here. So taking a look at the championship, Aslan Tahacho does lead the Drivers' Championship with 80.5 points, followed by Mark Santos with 65 points, and then Mikhail Frolkov with 50.5 points. So, I mean, with this being a 2 times or double points race, there's a lot to play for here. And we're seeing a lot of times we're going to go ahead and switch it up some so we can go ahead and take a look at the multi-class standings. And we'll see how everything does play out. Hopefully everything is still going okay on stream because my OBS has crashed, or my OBS has decided to freeze up a bit. So hopefully everything is still working as intended on the stream end of things, because OBS has decided to not play nice today. And actually, that is the end of qualifying. We have Daniel Krebs, followed by Lucas Nielsen, Marco Pavona, and Jacob Kuban, who have been our top qualifiers. Oh, sorry, yep. I really apologize, folks. Timing table is also not playing nice today. So we have Antoine Ponset, Mark Santos, Mikhail Frolkov, Daniel Krebs, Lucas Nielsen, with Antonio Mendoza and Jonah DeLucia. Times for the GT cars, we have Philip Smolka, Nico Perez, Andre Ferreira, William Stickley, and that is, oh sorry, actually Andre Ferreira will be ahead of William Stickley here. So there we go. That is how today is currently shaping up. So we got 13 drivers here. Our starting grid is done and dusted, so we will go ahead and get underway pretty shortly. I think some drivers might still be finishing laps. Antoine Ponset, who is currently on pole position, is currently trying to set an improved lap, I believe. Yeah, so unfortunately, guys, OBS has frozen on my end, and at least a preview, but it looks like everything is still going okay on the stream. So once again, I know it's not ideal, but we will work with what we got. Yeah, just gonna go and double check. Yeah, I mean, everything's looking okay on stream so far. If there are any issues, please let me know in chat, and I'll try to go ahead and try to get them sorted out. I know it's been a unfortunate day with the tech issues that we've been having here today. Yeah, OBS has not been playing super nice today. which is a bit unfortunate, but once again, we're gonna try to make everything work out. We're gonna try to make everything just work. But yeah, I think we're just waiting for a few drivers now to finish their laps, and then it'll be go time for the 2.4 hours of Le Mans here today. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to enjoy myself here on the commentary desk. We are currently watching Jacob Kuban going ahead and trying to round everything out. Trying to finish qualifying and try to get into a higher round everything out. Trying to finish qualifying and try to get into a higher position. It does look like Antonio Mendoza was able to get a qualifying. It does look like Antonio Mendoza was able to get a qualifying spot, and he did move up to P7. So Jonah DeLucia, I think, is the only Alpine. Oh, he's in the wall. Jonah DeLucia is not having a good start right now. He is rear first into the wall. So that's it. Qualifying essentially done and dusted as the Wheeling Cadillac is going to come across the line. It will not be an improvement. Not enough to get away from that position. Oh, and OBS came back. How nice. How nice of OBS to return. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that, y'all. I'm not sure why OBS has decided to have... We are getting closer to the final hour and a half of this race. We have navigated roughly about half distance. Not quite half distance, but I think we're close to that half distance mark of this race. So it's going to be really, really close to see how much this battle intensifies. But I mean, so far this has been a pretty solid battle for both drivers. Nico Perez doing what he needs to do to keep that Aston Martin behind. And also Andre Ferrari not getting desperate enough to try to make a move that would ultimately take both of them out. So, I mean, once again, those cars are so close to each other, and I can just imagine in that rear view mirror, you just see nothing but a blinding white light. It's like someone chucked a flashbang into your car and it just activated in your rear mirror as we see these two cars just navigate down this Mulsanne straight. And then once again, oh, the cars are so close. They look like they almost had a little bit of contact there. As once again, Nico Perez is still holding on to that spot. And Stickley is out. Stickley is out of this race. And we have had a first GT retirement of the session. And then there were 8 cars remaining. There is 3 GT3 cars left and 5 hypercars remaining in this race. So as we're down to the final 90-ish or 91 minutes of this race, we have lost about almost half of the field. We have lost Pavona, Nielsen, DeLucia, Stickley, Krebs. So we have actually, so if we lost about one more driver, then we would have lost roughly half of our field, although we can't lose a half driver, so we won't get exactly 50% completion rate. But hopefully we get more than a 50% completion rate. Hopefully all these drivers do stick it through to the end. As now, Antoine Ponset has called it to Mark Santos now. It is less than a second between the two. This is for the overall race lead. Antoine Ponset and Mark Santos. These two have fought before. Granted, they were in different cars. Santos was in a Toyota. Ponset was in the Cadillac. We have seen these drivers fight before, and we know how fast these two drivers can be. Mark Santos in this position would take the lead of the Drivers' Championship by a pretty considerable margin. So that is what his objective is going to be. But Antoine Ponset is looking to make it 4 for 4 in the hypercar category for race winners. We've had a new winner every single time. We have yet to have a double winner so far in the series. And with Aslan Tahacho being out, he won't be able to take a race win. Santos and Mikhail Frokov are the only two drivers that would be able to go ahead and become a double winner. And I mean, Santos is the most likely at this stage of the race. Granted, it is still another 90 minutes left to go in this race. So it's possible for Santos to go ahead and become a double winner. Same with Frokov. But Ponset has also been really, really strong this race. So I think it's about a 50-50 split between us having our 4th race winner in 4 races, or we're going to have our first repeat winner of the 2nd season of Lightning Speed Racing's Le Mans Ultimate Series. So just want to go ahead and make sure you guys know that you guys should definitely like and subscribe here. Turn on notifications. We do have F1 coming here at 4 p.m. It is going to be a fantastic race. Fantastic commentators as well. So be sure to go ahead and check us out. Go ahead, drop a like and subscribe. Follow us on our socials. And we're going to see some intense action here. You'll see some intense action in F1 earlier on or later on. But you'll definitely see some exciting action when the season 10 of LSR's F1 category comes here soon, and they will be going ahead and going to the Circuit of the Americas in the United States. While that is going to be a few hours after this race. Speaking of hours, there's an hour and a half left, and we are here fighting for the lead of this race. Antoine Ponset does get the lead done, but Mark Santos is not happy about it, giving him the courtesy flash. I think there might have been a little bit of contact there between the two. It was kind of hard to tell, and you can see the Ferris wheel all lit up there. It is officially the Twilight Zone here in the South, as we see a potential battle for the lead. Ferrari versus Alpine, Italy versus France, the Frenchman versus the Swissman. Is Swissman even a word? I don't know. It is now. But once again, it looks like Antoine Ponset, who did pit in a little bit earlier, is going to go ahead and he pitted a bit later. So he is going to continue to just have excellent pace. I mean, he's really starting to pull away from Santos now. So I'm kind of wondering if Santos does have damage on that number 36 Alpine. That is a very good question, because he might. Kind of hard to tell. It's not like F1, where you can see there's a whole front wing knocked off, because the cars aren't that fragile. I mean, I'm sure we'll see some front bumper damage, front wing damage when we go to F1 later on today at the Circuit of the Americas at around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely stick around for that. But now it looks like this field has spread out quite considerably as we go down to the number 311 Cadillac of Jay-Z or Jacob Kuban. But something we're noting here too is that there's one more DNF, or if any of these top 3 drivers DNF, then it is a definite Cadillac podium. As we see, I know Cadillac is joining F1 and they're